Today we're going to start the profiles conversation, and we're going to start with the 3-line. The reason for that is you can either have a 3-line in your profile or you could have a 6-line in your profile, which for the first 28-ish until your approximate Saturn return kinda behaves or comes through as a 3-line. So we kind of get the 3-line from the 3-line and from the 6-line. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to the Simply CA. My name is Alana, and on this channel you'll find the tools to live your most optimal, most authentic, truest to who you are, most expressed life. Specifically, we do that through human design lifestyle coaching, these sorts of videos. We also do that through having yoga and short fitness videos on the channel. And coming up, we are going to be starting a whole food plant-based series. So stay tuned, and if you enjoy this content, go ahead, click on that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that you know every time I post a new episode, a new video, and whenever you're liking the content, give it a thumbs up so I know that you are enjoying it, and I will try to make more of that type of content. Now, when I first learned about human design, finding out that I was a manifesting generator, finding out that I had that sacral authority, really landed for me. It made so much sense. I felt like someone had just given me this permission slip to express and to be who I knew that I naturally was. Multifaceted, multidimensional, multi-interested, hyphenate. I have so many things on the go at any one time, and I like to bounce back and forth between them when that energy is high. And then I started to learn about profile. And it made no sense to me at all. You see, my profile is a 3-6. And essentially, up until this point in my life, I was supposed to be out experimenting. I essentially had a double 3-line in my profile up until just a few short years ago. However, I play by the rules. I'm a good student. I hardly drink. I've never smoked. I don't do drugs. My friends had pregnancy scares, but I certainly didn't. I didn't test the limits. I didn't push boundaries. I didn't what would traditionally be called experiment. I was 100% comfortable living through other people's experimentation. I have friends who have done all of those things, and I got to learn through them. And I am perfectly comfortable with that. So when I learned about this 3-6 profile, everything else about human design made so much sense. But this didn't make any sense to me. Now stick around to the end, because I'm going to share with you how my profile actually makes perfect sense. And I only had this realization a couple of weeks ago. So stay tuned to the end of this video. But first, let's talk about the profile. So super high level overview of profile, where your energy type is how your energy interacts with the world and those around you. Your human design profile is seen to be your archetype for your personality. We're going to talk more about the 6 lines that create the profiles, as well as the 12 profiles in upcoming videos. So if you're excited for that, leave a comment down below. Let me know your profile, and let me know that you're excited to learn more about this. Now, the 2 numbers that make up your profile are taken from your personality sun and your design sun. Now, they're not actually the gates of those 2 astrological symbols, but they're the aspect of where those astrological symbols are within the line. Don't worry about that piece of it, but that's how it comes together. We take the decimal of your personality sun and the decimal of your design sun, and we mush them together, and that creates the archetype for your personality. Now, the personality aspect is likely the one that you're more familiar with, you're more comfortable with, you're more aware of about yourself, because it's likely how you see yourself versus your design line, which is how other people are more likely to view you. So you may or may not resonate deeply with that design line, but that is how other people see you, and it's an aspect of who you are that you can take ownership, and once you know it, you can really truly step more deeply into it. So again, what's super funny for me is my personality line is the 3 and my design line is the 6. So you would think that I would be more familiar and more in tune with the 3. However, I spent a good chunk of my life having so many other people put me in that 6 line personality place. So when I learned about the 6 line, I was like, oh, that makes sense. I am more of a leader type. People do look to me for advice. People come to me seeking wisdom and guidance. And I always sort of felt like my life was going to start after 30. We're going to talk about that as we get into the 6 line. But first, let's look at the 3 line. The 3 line is seen as a martyr or an experimenter, and they're motivated to learn from having experiences, physical, tangible experiences. The world is their experimentation platform, and that is how they learn and gain wisdom. They see life as this game of experimentation. Try again, and learn along the way. That's the 3 line. They love getting into it and experiencing life. Now, the 6 line operates in 3 different phases. The first phase is that initial up to approximately Saturn return, which behaves like the 3 line. The second phase is seen to happen between Saturn returns, so in that 30 to 50-ish, 60-ish range. And that phase is observing, taking in, gaining wisdom from others and from being observant and watching, integrating into what you have experienced yourself, taking all of it and really mulling it and stirring it and stewing it together. And that third phase is one of mastery. It is that of the sage. It's presenting the ingrained known wisdom, the lived experiences, the internalized experiences that have been mulled and stewed over, and giving that wisdom back to others. So the 6 line is seen as that role model or that sage archetype. Now, in my personal experience, when I first learned about the profiles, I thought that I had sort of jumped right over that 3 line aspect. And I had jumped straight into the second phase of witnessing, taking it all in, mulling, stewing it over. And by the time I was in university, I was like well into that 3rd phase of the 6 line, meaning that I was put into those sage leadership positions. And that was great. I love that. Now, here is where I realized just a couple of weeks ago how that 3 line actually has shown up in me and in my life, and how it really is totally who I am. I learn from others, and then I do it my own way. So I might take a coaching program. I might learn about YouTube, or I might read a recipe, or usually 3 recipes. And then I take that information, and instead of following it directly, word for word, step by step, I take the gist of it. I take the overall experience of it. I take the essence of it, and then I experiment. And then I try it on myself. And then I test it out. And then I put on my boots and I make things happen Or I learn that that's not the way for me to do it, and I move on to the next thing. I try and I experiment. I don't wait until, recovering perfectionist here, let's be honest. I try not to. I am learning how not to wait until it's perfect before trying. And that is the beauty of that 3 line, whether it be part of a 3 or part of a 6. What the beauty is of it is that you are paving your own way. You are taking and gathering information, whether that be through your own trial and error right off the bat, or through learning from others who have paved that path before, but your path isn't going to look like their path. You are going to pave a new path and make it your own instead of following somebody else's path letter for letter. Sometimes the way that somebody explains something is the barrier between it landing and not. And I had consistently heard that the 3 line is an experimentation and you learn through experience. And it just didn't land until finally I heard it in a new way, or something pieced together in a way that finally it clicked and it made sense. And I hope that this illustrates for you to continue to experiment, to continue to play in this world of human design, to continue to try on these lessons and these teachings, and to mull this information over as it begins to tease out the truth that is true for you. For me, the whole point of human design is for you to be able to deepen your understanding of who you naturally are. What are your strengths? How does your energy best interact with the environment around you? And most importantly, how can you make the biggest impact in the world by being uniquely and bringing uniquely who you are, your strengths, your gifts, your talents to your life and to the lives of those that you impact? Okay, for those of you who have a 3, whether it be as a 3 or as a 6, let me know in the comments below. I'm so curious if this made sense for you, if this different way, a different lens of looking at the 3 line profile actually landed for you and what you take from it. Are you an experimenter? Are you more someone who learns from other people and then integrates and pulls that together to influence your experimentation and how you get into the game of life? Do you follow recipes and other people's courses or instructions word for word? Or do you make it up as you go and take their inspiration as just that, inspiration? And how do you notice yourself with that 3 line paving your own way? If you enjoy this content, go ahead, give it that little thumbs up. If you like these videos, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. Also, if you want to know more about your unique human design, there's some information down in the description box so that you can reach out and book either a one-on-one human design reading or ongoing human design coaching sessions. So that information is in the description box below. How to get your human design charts in the description box below, and I will see you in the next video and down in those comments. Have a great rest of whatever day it happens to be for you.